Okay, Unit 8, Lecture 2C. Continuation causes the Great Depression, high protective tariffs. All right, these also help cause the Great Depression. A protective tariff is a tax on imports. You know that we've talked about. This raises the price of imports, all right, making it so that Americans either cannot afford to buy foreign goods or would rather buy a more affordable American-made product. So after the 1929 stock market crash, Congress attempted to help American businesses by passing the Tariff Act of 1930. Tariff Act of 1930, which was popularly called the Hawley-Smoot Tariff. Remember it as the Hawley-Smoot Tariff, okay? Since the Hawley-Smoot Tariff was a protective tariff that set the highest tariff rates in American history, historians now believe it was a cause of the Great Depression. It actually had the opposite effect of its intent, okay? So instead of getting more people to buy American goods, what it's going to cause is other nations to retaliate or strike back. Since we push this high tariff on them, they're going to put a high tariff on American-made goods, and which will stop the sale of American-made goods throughout the world. So foreigners can't buy American goods, Americans can't buy foreign goods. These tariff barriers all over the world are going to then strangle international trade. Okay, so it decrease in world trade deepened the worldwide depression. So Hawley-Smoot Tariff as a cause of the depression. Okay, the Great Depression then also causes widespread hardships. Oh, well, I'm thinking about it. 5 points on the quiz. First 3 or 4 people tell me what that is a picture of there. Where is that? Where is it? Okay, so widespread hardships in the United States. First, unemployment skyrockets. Okay, we talked about that. Homelessness is going to increase. Homelessness, banks are going to foreclose on people's homes, take their homes and farms. By 1932, 12 million Americans were out of work. All right, the unemployment rate stood at 25% of the American workforce. Second, bank closings led to a near collapse of the nation's financial system. Third, the demand for goods declined. Nobody has any money to buy anything, all right? So nobody can make anything either. So then it's going to even cause more unemployment, all right? As people became unemployed, they had less money to spend, which resulted in a sharp decline in the demand for goods and services, which leads to the need for less supply and even more unemployment, okay? Fourth, business bankruptcies increased unemployment, and bank closings led to political unrest. So labor unions especially became more militant, confrontational with government and employers. Some even questioned whether capitalism was the best economic system for the United States. Okay. Fifth, as the Great Depression worsened, banks foreclosed on thousands of farms. And if things aren't bad enough for the farmers at this time, the Great Plains is going to suffer through a period of extended and severe drought, okay? This will be the Dust Bowl. Ask me to show you movie clips on this and pictures of this in class. We have it on The Story of Us, some excellent images. All right, so these farm foreclosures combined with the severe weather caused thousands of farm families to migrate, move away from their homes in the lands of their birth, and these people are sometimes going to be called Okies. Some of you may have read about this in English, okay? They're going to travel in search of jobs which often did not exist. This is John Steinbeck, The Grapes of Wrath, and other books he writes about the plight of these people quite often, okay? So remember the Grapes of Wrath. Dorothea Lange, I think, was a name on your whiteboard. She's going to take lots and lots of photographs of the migrants and farmers, which really capture the emotion and hardship of the time, of the era. Okay? So now most Americans are going to blame Herbert Hoover for the Depression. All right? He's a Republican, not a progressive Republican like Taft or Roosevelt, but a laissez-faire, rugged individual Republican. Okay? So remember, laissez-faire means hands off the economy. Rugged individualism means Americans don't need any help. We can pick ourselves up. Don't you worry about it. Okay? So they're going to blame Hoover for the terrible conditions of the Great Depression, and that's because initially he doesn't do much. All right, he's laissez-faire, so he doesn't react. He says the ship will right itself. Don't worry about it, okay? Well, unfortunately, this doesn't happen, and things get worse. Unemployment's going up. People are living in shanty towns, which they call Hoovervilles. I have some pictures of those for you, and I'll continue this in just a second.